Former communications member, Solomon Owusu, the New Patriotic Party, then say we are joining a movement for change, which is the top party. What they say about Mountain so, and this is alarming. Well, for some time now, no, when you may ever dream say, if Fibra, the NPPs, Edi Nkuko, 2024, Abano Emuno. We've seen a lot of people come out to speak about a lot of things that went wrong in the New Patriotic Party. Right from former MPs, former ministers, and even people who are just members of the party. Recently, you say a year Adwasafo, Sarah Adwasafo, who happens to be the former member of parliament, Edema Domi Kwabenya, when in Simbebre to about a nearma, the New Patriotic Party, at the year no ya woman fame, including ne papa, a year apostle Dr. Kojo Safo. That aside, we've gotten other people amongst Wakasa so bitterly about the New Patriotic Party, and I say, a trend. I say, Obiya something a touch ma NPP no. Now, Solomon Owusu said I can't no. Now or NPP mu, he was a communications member, team member, and kasa edema NPP amanyuko no. And even that aside no, Obiya, he's a very stout member of the NPP, but Yewunyane said was switching akwa join team Alan. A movement for change after yellow party. And I'm from a brave said what happened a day in the sea. Now Solomon also say NPP for Ankomu Yekunu, they nearly killed him, they nearly took away his life. And Amafo said what was the reason? And then they see how did all this happen? About the saying that NPP to me I mean if you won't send any dear Emma to me scare you. To the point where you want to leave the party and enjoy another party. And what case Supi said, there is no way our sign the New Patriotic Party. What went wrong? A day pan more at the year no. You are Solomon at training sim. Kakum, ya jini kwa kwenu mebusi ayenko tie nimchile mwa wode emasa and same way na.
With this court, because of politics, on the altar of politics, I had gone for a facility from the NIB.
As a
businessman. And today I'm opening up. And this is real, live situation. You are talking about this Chief Justice.
Over 4,000 people are watching us. Please open up. Let's look at your own
I went for a facility from NIB in 2016. 2016, was it Akufo-Addo that was in power? Was it NPP? It was John Mahama. I bought 10 buses of Toyota Hiace. I'm a transporter. I had finished paying NIB on the altar of politics. When we started Alan Akufo-Addo business, quickly, Ajebafo and his firm, they were...
While you were in NPP?
NPP. They were working for NIB as external lawyers. They went to court, filed that buses that were working has to be preserved. If I am owing a court, I owing a bank, and you take me to court, at the end of the day, if it is proven that indeed I was owing, would I not be made to pay the money? But the judge in the court decided to preserve the buses. For a year and a half, all these buses had been kept.
They were just parked.
In fact, your lawyer just confirmed it to me.
It's okay. They shouldn't go there.
It's okay.
And therefore, and his people, when sometimes when we are speaking, if they know the damage that the Akufo-Addo and his people have got, during their term, I lost close to $4 million. A young man that is growing up in his business, they wanted to kill me. The only reason why I survived was that I was doing business with my wife. Can you imagine you waking up with your wife and not knowing what to do? At a point, the judge there, you said you have preserved the buses. I gave, what do you call it, the keys. I went to the court myself to see the registrar. And that registrar there, the court 10 registrar, hey, look, the student annoyed this morning.
Calm down.
Because we have a lot of things in the house.
Investors are watching.
So the judge preserved the buses.
And you are talking about your experience.
My experience. Now,
and this was a high court?
High court. I went there and then asked, told the court that these were, I have parked the buses here, they should go and take the buses. And Ajebafo and his people didn't go for the buses together with the court. They sat there and later filed contempt application against me. We said, what have we done? We did search at the court to even find out whether they have orchestrated or put in motion processes to even go for the buses. There was none. One fine afternoon, I went to the court with my wife, and the judge said he had ruled that I was in contempt of court, and that I had to pay 30,000 on the spot. Either than that, me and my wife were going to Insawun. Can you imagine? And this is all happening last year. I said, what is happening here? I am not a soft nut to crack. So I said, yes, I will deal with these people. We went through the motion, and they lost the case. June 2024, I won the case, and that my buses were to be released to me. Do you know what a Jebafo and his friend did? Anytime I was ready to go for my buses, they will file a stay of execution. They file frivolous applications. They will file it at the High Court. From there, they will move to the Appeals Court until there was a change of government that they stopped.
But I thought you know him personally. You all were in the NPP, so I'm surprised.
I'm telling you the wickedness. Okay. This is not law. They are talking about investors. Who is an investor more than I do? Or you think the white man coming to this country is only an investor? If you were treating the people in this country in this manner, treating a Ghanaian businessman, I had never went for any contract, not even a one city contract from the NPP government. I was doing my private business, and the cheek of it was that I was even using my money to finance the NPP at Okankwe South. Go and check Okankwe South, those that were financing them. You have not even given me a contract, and you are talking about Kujeto, talking about investors. You don't know the damage they do in the court. They should have known some of this. So they must be the last people. Let me say that John Mahama will be criticized if you go false foul of the law. But those that must be the last people to be talking about rule of law in this country must be the NPP.
Going by the experiences and your own observations as an ordinary Ghanaian, what do you think is the perception that keeps going negatively against the judiciary, and why?
The judiciary is corrupt. Let me tell you. I have dealt with them. If anybody comes to tell you, another time there's another judge. I'll come and mention his name here. I will show you the ruling.
It's okay.
Hey, I looked at the judge and said, were you able to do this? You were conceived for 9 months and you did this.
It's okay. It's okay.
It is corrupt. Me, I'm a practice. I go there as a businessman. Always, if you're a businessman, your place is the court. And the things that happens there. LBG is the lawyer, so he may not say it, but I can tell you that because of their actions and
Solomon Ojo, former communications member at the New Patriotic Party, and some watch more elaborating. Now to say they attacked his business, more like and some the last time. Now Honorable Sarah Jassa for the to just say ne papa transport business, because Solomon Ojo is also talking about transport business. Say he's a transporter. Let's say he's into the transport business. Address for the car say ne papa transport business. What no masasi asebi mo lazy dia ma mo mu isu ni kakra MPP for ba no be bu bibia skata mo free onom mi wa asase no so manye dey o mo use. So you could see say the impact of NPP for action on his business. I don't know what you say. It nearly took away his life, because as a matter of fact now akokobo bosia what this abosia nation adwuma ni mu say the be an business ne be dey e be grow. And so akobo bosia na say e be bo man business ne grow na ene the business is being affected. How then is he going to pay his loan? And yet a pressure and a betcheno. I'm a friend is saying, Yalia Yempesi everybody. So you could see that a lot of things have gone wrong with the NPP party. And Solomon also is trying to say, from all indications, no, NPP is a very bad party, an evil party, and say he will not even think of going back to that party as it stands now, because Niema Bebe Onoma, Omo Edi Omoa, a year the former president, Nana Kufado, Eka Ubie, which has brought all these things. And so people have been asking questions about the saying, and NPP losing elections, now how come, what happened, and all that. These are some of the reasons their own party faithfuls are coming out with. Address for Sarah. She's a former MP. She even used to be a former minister. The fact that she was a former minister, everywhere, I'm sure say we call parliament, so and now she happens to be the deputy majority leader then. So it is just a crown and the credentials do. but she came out to speak bitterly of the New Patriotic Party. And today, Solomon Owusu is also speaking bitterly about the NPP, which tells her NPP, hey, and today, nobody is even coming out to defend the party. And as the akosono say, and yema bebre, and anko ye or party nima and there, ama party no ako baby edru. And it's very sad that something like this is actually happening. Very, very, very sad. And people are saying, say, that is why they keep blaming the former president, Nana Akufo-Addo, for the losing of NPP in the 2024 general elections. But at the end of the day, election in the lose. And as people are coming out, so I'm just hoping saying some of mobile mechanic, it's accurate, it's true, and they are definitely going to learn one or two from their mistakes. And yes, are there. And in 2028, we don't know how the elections are going to be. But I was saying, Yashamo boss said, you remember more updates. I won't say there is more to come to you. Stay tuned. Aha, Penax TV.